A concussion is a type of traumatic brain injury caused by a bump, blow, or jolt to the head or by a hit to the body that causes the head and brain to move rapidly back and forth. Rapid movement causes brain tissue to change shape, which can stretch and damage brain cells. This damage also causes chemical and metabolic changes within the brain cells, making it more difficult for cells to function and communicate.
The first time I had a concussion was like the day I joined cheerleading, and from then on, I probably got kicked in the head almost every practice, but never reported it. November 13th, 2015 was the big one. I was practicing my full, and I'd done it 5 or 6 times that night, practicing it on the dead floor, which is like a normal floor but no springs. And I had done it multiple times already, and the athlete in me is always, just one more before I leave, please. So I asked my coach to record it, and that one more was what, like, ruined the rest of my athletic career.
Sit tight, are you okay?
Relax,
Leave
baby.
her. Leave her there, leave her there. Relax, Jules. No.
You know, it was just as, like, any other tumbling pass started, you know, like, I didn't have any, like, nerves. I wasn't anxious or anything, but, you know, halfway through, I think, like, the best I could describe is my mind just, like, shut off and, like, didn't know what it was doing. So then I came, like, crashing down onto my head, and, you know, I passed out, and everyone was asking me, like, are you okay, are you okay, are you okay? I had no idea what was going on. I was like, of course I'm okay, I'm fine. And then I, like, put my hand down on the ground, and I picked it up and had, like, my blood all over it from my head, and that's when I, like, started going into shock. It ended up being a TBI, which is a traumatic brain injury. And of course, you know, with a TBI, if you keep hitting your head, the things are going to get worse. So I hit my head again in the beginning of the semester, and things did get worse. So my body started, like, rejecting medicine that I was taking. It would just not work whatsoever. No matter how high the dose, nothing would work. So I had to change my medications. I had to try new medications because I would show early signs of dementia. I had to take this medication because I showed sign of CTE, which is when, you know, your mindset completely changes, whether it's, like, good or bad. And for most cases, it's bad. You get, like, really bad suicidal thoughts. You get really bad aggression, irritability. And I just saw my neurologist this past January, and then in March after I hit my head. And yeah, like, I totally, like, felt it. I was like, yeah, I'm like, I get upset over something and I just feel like I'm worthless and I want to die. It was really mentally rough for a while, but it forced me to take a step back and think about what I like to do. I liked math, I was good at math, so my professor introduced me into mathematical research, and that just took off. I went to a conference in Nebraska, I went to a conference in Canada, going to a conference in Rochester, going to a conference in Denver, going to do research in Tennessee over the summer full time. I'm going to grad school now and doing all this original research with people. And all this really just helped me regain the confidence in myself, which I had lost for a long time. Seeing, like, looking back now, like, not even a year ago, I had no idea what I was doing in my life. And now I have 2 theorems under my belt and almost a published paper. And it's just crazy. Like, imagine if I did this, like, my freshman year. I think that looking at my progress just makes me, like, so proud of myself, and, like, looking at where I came from too, where I was in such a bad spot in my life, whether it be, like, socially, mentally, or physically, and just, like, how I, like, kind of rebounded from that, and knowing that I have perseverance and dedication and I work so hard for the things that I like and want to do. I think those are, like, the tools that had helped me come this way, and I just feel so proud.
Mathematics is the science of numbers and their operations, interrelations, combinations, generalizations, and their structure, measurement, transformations, and generalizations.